Hey, what's going on, everybody? Max here with Because Bitcoin, and today for 10 minutes max, we are going to be doing a quick rundown on what beta is. I get a lot of questions about some of my pair trades, and during these periods of chop solidation, I get a lot of questions from people that follow me on Twitter or X. Um, you know, and they have, in my opinion, kind of warped or unrealistic expectations of how their altcoins should hold up. Do me a solid and just please like the video and also subscribe. All right, so here we are. We are looking at Solana right here. What I'm going to do is pull up another chart here, and this is WIF on the right side. So now, why are we looking at Sol and WIF? And WIF is, by the way, dog WIF hat. It's the so far this cycle, it's been the top performing meme coin on Solana. Think of it like this, right? Sol is an L1, Sol is your alpha, and beta is something that is going to be on your, built on your L1. So Sol in this case, WIF is on Sol. And, another example could be like Pepe to Ethereum. All right. But we're looking at, basically beta to Sol, right? So anyways, let's just, in the simplest terms, let's just kind of look at an uptrend right here. All right. So the whole point of holding something like WIF, yeah, the meme is funny. Yeah, the dog is cute, but it's in hopes to outperform Solana. In its truest sense, that's its intent. So let's highlight this uptrend. We'll put it in green, and we're going to highlight from the same point in time, again, starting right here on February 23rd. We're going to highlight this as well. So again, this is the exact same date. I'll put the dots here on February 23rd. We'll just mark it out here with a blue dot. So again, the rally starts on the exact same day. All right. And then the rally tops. I guess we'll just put it in red for it topping. This rally, stopped here on April 1st. All right. And now what we're going to do to the downside as well is we're going to mark out the pullback, because obviously as markets move up, pullbacks are, very healthy. It's certainly not as much fun as things just going up, but pullbacks are a very healthy and necessary part of a rally. So let's take a measured move, right? So from the very bottom of this Sol rally beginning on the 23rd of February, it rallied 107%. All right, so we'll just mark it here so it's a little prettier. Plus 107%, and we'll put that on the top, and we'll make it bigger. All right. And now to the downside, Solana went down minus 42.7%. All right. So minus 42.70%, roughly. We're rounding a little bit, but that's fine. All right. So there we go. Now let's see what WIF did, right? WIF is Sol beta, right? Because I think where we're going with this is a lot of people, they look at Sol or they look at ETH or Bitcoin and they say, well, why is my meme coin crashing? It's down 60, 70%. Well, this is what we're talking about. So during the same rally, WIF went up 1,618%. Okay. So let's do this. Plus 1,618%. And we'll put this on the top again, and we'll make it bigger. All right, and now let's see during this most recent pullback, and again, both pullbacks started on the same day, of course, minus 60%. So WIF pulled back minus 60%. So during the same period of time, when the rally began for both of them, people that held WIF versus Sol had significant outperformance, by taking that risk and holding WIF, which is Sol beta, versus holding Sol. But on the other side of that, WIF went down 60% on this most recent correction when Sol only went down minus 42%. So, this is really here to highlight that volatility works both ways. You can't have one-sided volatility. You can't hold an asset, a risky, high beta play, like a WIF, and expect a 15x on a rally like we're seeing here, but then not understand that duality equates to a more aggressive correction when that time comes. So again, this is just a little example to highlight that. I also want to add on another chart here, and let's actually look at WIF charted against Sol. Well, what we're looking at here is exactly the same thing These are old drawings. What we're looking at here is exactly the same thing as what we were just looking at before, which is these are paired against each other now. You know, you can actually chart these against each other. So just a quick little refresher here. When this chart moves up, that means that WIF is a better hold than SOL. And when this chart moves down, it means that SOL is a better hold than WIF. We've got SOL on the left, we've got WIF on the right. You can see, the dramatic outperformance at the right time of holding WIF versus holding just spot SOL. Now let's mark out this WIF SOL pair, and you can actually see them trading against each other in real time. And again, this is the most efficient way to trade these assets. So we'll mark this in blue when the rally began. And then here we'll mark when the rally ended, again in red, same red dot that we have over here. And then we'll put green on, when this rally really happened. And then we'll put red when the pullback happened. And this is the best way to, actually gauge your beta play. You can actually chart these and trade these. So again, this is just a different way to look at what we just talked about over here. You can see how these are trading against each other. And actually, what's really cool about this is you can figure out when to rotate out of WIF and into SOL, and vice versa. So, for example, just looking at this WIF pair over here, doing some very simple TA, right? Oops. I would look at this over here and go, all right, let's find a trend line. How interesting is that, right? This is WIF SOL. So, if you want to sell your WIF somewhere up here on a big rally and then buy it back when it comes to this trend line, you can actually do that, right? So you can sell your WIF up here into SOL, and then you ride this down, and again, your SOL is going to bleed as well, but you will be able to buy more WIF down at this trend line. Okay. And then, similarly, you could look at this and go, all right, this was kind of previous SR. So you can trade these, against each other. And that's really, an effective spot strategy is just, recognizing the correlation between WIF and SOL, understanding how they move against each other. And they actually pair trade against each other. And, look at, I would expect from here, potentially, um, at least at this point, this is sort of a compression that's happening right here. So we would look for, maybe look for this to break out, right? So maybe we come up here, maybe we come back down again. I don't know. But eventually I would expect this to move up again, which would imply over here, with, probably going from here, we'll just do this. I don't know where it's going to go exactly, right? Just looking at the WIF SOL pair, I would expect WIF to once again outperform Solana. So we could maybe see something like this, right? Maybe Solana goes up, I'm just doing this quickly, plus 200%, right here. And then WIF would go up, plus 450% or something. Again, I know it's not perfect. I didn't even take a measurement. I'm just doing it quickly here. But that would imply, the SOL WIF pair, breaking out and going up like this, right? So understand the relationship. And again, this is just an example that, I'm cherry picking, right? Like I just popped this up quick. You can look at this for ETH and Pepe, paired against each other. You can look at it for, Bitcoin against Bitcoin L2s. I mean, there's infinite possibilities. There's infinite pairs, but I find it to be really cool how, you can actually chart WIF divided by SOL. And you can get a technical compression here, and you can clearly see that this is a valid pair trade and a valid setup. But of course, you need to understand your expectations of, this chart means that if you take the risk and you hold, SOL beta like a WIF, then when it comes time for the market to pull back and correct, like we saw here, you need to be able to stomach a minus 60% drop, because you can't have plus 1600% without the implied minus 60% correction, and it goes for, that's all beta, right? That's all beta. So you have to have a stomach for this stuff. Minus 60, minus 70% even is in meme coins and high beta plays, high risk plays. That's nothing. That's just a normal day. We're not trading Bitcoin here. This is much different. It's higher risk. But again, high risk, high reward, but also there's consequences, and you have to be able to, understand that going into it in order to succeed. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. This was 10 Minutes Max, brought to you by Because Bitcoin. Again, do me a solid before you go. Please like and subscribe, and also check out the first link in the description below where you can sign up for our premium Discord. Right now, we do over 2 hours a day of private live voice calls, one in the morning and one in the afternoon, where we do Q&A and we talk and dissect everything that's going on in these markets. I share all of my active positions, all of my premium private TA that I don't talk about here on YouTube or on X. And again, fully transparent. I share all of my active positions and what I'm doing in these markets, as well as the rest of the Because Bitcoin team. And we have a lot of analysts at the Because Bitcoin team. So definitely good value, definitely worth checking out. And within the next month, you are going to get free access included in your Discord membership to our new flagship product called the BB Terminal. It's basically a Bloomberg terminal, but for crypto. We have spaghetti charts, we have portfolio tracking, we have derivatives data, literally everything you need, all bundled into one. It will absolutely take your trading to the next level and absolutely be a huge tool in your arsenal. So again, that will be included in your Discord membership for free, no additional charge at all. So sign up sooner rather than later. Second link in the description below. If you want to speed run your journey towards navigating these markets and really expert the arts of technical and fundamental analysis, the Because Bitcoin team spent 6 months, myself included, 6 months building out our new product called the BB Academy. It's the second link in the description below. There's a lot of people out there teaching you the wrong things. So we took it upon ourselves to create a nice, affordable, convenient, bundled course called the BB Academy, where all of our analysts got together and we share with you guys everything that we use on a daily basis, all of the information that we have accrued over months and years, some of us even decades of experience navigating these markets. So if you want to learn TA, if you want to learn fundamental analysis and how we all trade at Because Bitcoin, the BB Academy is certainly for you. It will save you weeks, quarters, years of trying to learn the right and most effective strategies. So it's all bundled together for you to learn in a convenient package. It's very affordable as well. Second link in the description below. But guys, thanks so much for being here. This was 10 Minutes Max, brought to you by Because Bitcoin. We will see you tomorrow. Take care.